this video, I wanted to talk about 4 new fragrances I recently added to my collection. One of them is a sample from Scent Split. Actually, a couple of them are, I believe, Middle Eastern fragrances. And one of them is my first ever fragrance purchase from Ariana Grande. So if you want to find out what these 4 fragrances are that I recently picked up, keep watching. So before I start, I also want to let you know that 2 of these fragrances will be first impression fragrances, and 2 of them I've already smelled at least once or twice. So I'm going to start with one of the Middle Eastern fragrances that I picked up that I have already smelled. I think I've had it now for almost a month, because when I first smelled this, I couldn't quite really I don't know, it didn't project enough for me to be able to give a full first impression. And the fragrance that I'm talking about is from a Middle Eastern brand. I believe it's a Middle Eastern brand. It's called Gulf Orchid. Actually, I'm sorry, it's called Gulf Orchid. And I think I picked this up on Beauty House or Aroma Concepts. I really don't remember. Honestly, I don't remember where I picked this up. But it's called Sweet Heaven. This is what the box looks like. And I am just going to go ahead and say that part of the thing that led me to pick up this fragrance was the bottle design. Not all, I promise. Like, absolutely, the notes are what made me add it to cart, but the bottle is just, it's a bottle that as soon as you see it, you know what it's inspired by. And it is a small bottle. It is not a full size, because initially I didn't have the best of luck with finding Middle Eastern fragrances that I love. And I didn't want to buy a full bottle of this before I kind of just got to smell a small bottle of it. I didn't want to spend all the money, and it's not even that expensive. I just am very, very gun shy about Middle Eastern fragrances. So this is what the bottle looks like. Oh my God, I just love this. It's so sort of like old New York, 1920s, 30s, sort of like metropolis. It's definitely inspired by the Killian's Angel Share bottle, which is a much wider bottle. This one is more on the narrower side, as well as the full bottle version of this. But I just love this. So let me read you the notes to Sweet Heaven, and then I'll let you know what it's smelling like right now. Like I said, it's been sitting for a few weeks. I don't expect it to change that much, but I'm hoping maybe I can give a better impression about how I feel about it. So on the Gulf Orchid website, and I don't think this is where I picked it up, but it says that the notes for Sweet Heaven are top notes: cocoa, hazelnut, and orange. The heart notes are ambery, cashmere, and myrrh. And the base notes are musk, sandalwood, tonka, and vanilla. Okay, so I'm just going to spray this on a cotton round. So, ooh, what I pick up just from fanning it like this, like the sillage, is like a peachy sweet, a light, soft, peachy sweet scent. When I get closer to it, I smell something that smells a little bit more like boozy-ish. And I definitely am picking up that myrrh, which is not necessarily going to be everyone's cup of tea. I don't hate it. Ooh, and it gets warmer. I guess I would say that this is kind of characterized by a kind of booziness. The thing that didn't really gel for me with this fragrance is it's called Sweet Heaven. And I just expected something, just a different fragrance profile for a fragrance called Sweet Heaven. I would say that if you're looking for something that's like fluffy and sweet and just sort of like heavenly, and like, this is not that. And I think that's what threw me off. I think this, if this was called something else, I might say, oh, okay, I see where they're going with this. This is like a slightly peachy, sweet, warm, boozy, resinous kind of fragrance. Um, I guess I could try. I'm gonna spray it on the back of my hand. Um, I don't hate it. I can't say that it is a love for me because I don't quite understand it. I don't smell this and immediately think, "Ooh, I know where this belongs in my collection," or I know when I would wear this, or if I would want to wear this. And I just I can say I feel like this is a unisex scent. I don't think that it leans more masculine or feminine. I think that anyone could wear this. But I feel like the most central character of this for me is a warm, sweet, kind of resinous booziness. I don't know how many times I can say that. Yeah, I'm gonna spray it on the back of my hand. It's just interesting to me when I spray fragrances, and there's some that are like wet and stay on top of the skin, and others just fade away on the skin. You don't see it. I don't know if that has to do with the alcohol content. If you're watching this and you know, let me know. But this one, it's particularly wet when I spray it, and it kind of stays there for a little bit before it dries down. On my hands, on my skin, I'm getting that myrrh a lot more. I'm getting that kind of heavy resin that, like I said, makes this definitely not a safe blind buy, in my opinion. And I'm just not sure how I feel about it. I still am not. Yeah, I'm still not. I mean, okay, I will say that seasonally, this is definitely more of a cold weather scent. It's definitely not a fragrance that I think of for the summer, mainly because of the heavier components of like myrrh um, that really kind of emerge on the skin. And it's a cozy kind of a fragrance. So yeah, definitely for the winter. That's pretty much what I get from Sweet Heaven by Gulf Orchid. Not a hate, not a love, just I don't fully understand yet. So the second fragrance that I am going to talk about is from Ariana Grande. It is her latest. It is Love Notes Pink Woods, and I sniffed this for the first time in Ulta Beauty. I had it on paper and I kept sniffing it, and I was just like, "Oh, this is a little different to me than the Cloud, the Mod one. I think there was a blush one. I don't know. I've smelled like a few Ariana Grande fragrances, and they're all nice to me, but they're all just way too soft with like little to no projection or lasting power. And this one, I felt like, at least on paper, it lasted for a few hours, and I really liked that it had a little bit of oomph in it, which I think is the bergamot at the top. So let me read you the notes for Love Notes Pink Woods by Ariana Grande. And again, this is the first ever fragrance that I have purchased from Ariana Grande, and also, I guess, my second celebrity fragrance after Billie Eilish. So I don't usually buy celebrity fragrances, is what I'm saying. So it's kind of a big deal for me. So the top notes of Love Notes Pink Woods, and this is characterized on her site as airy, dreamy, and entrancing. The top notes are Italian bergamot and lotus flower. The middle notes are jasmine petals, tea leaves, and vetiver. And the base is tonka beans, cashmere woods, and cotton candy. It's got Italian bergamot, which gives it a brightness and a tiny bit of sharpness and just sparkle at the top. And then the vetiver in the mid with the jasmine petals and the tea leaves. I don't know if I've ever tried an Ariana Grande fragrance that had vetiver in it. I love it when tonka beans and cashmere woods are in the base. I think that's a great, those are two great notes to be in the base of a fragrance like this. And then the cotton candy, to me, I'm like, oh, that's Ariana Grande, you know? And I really love the way that these notes work in this fragrance. So let me show you. I also bought a travel size of this one because still cautious, but I really like it. So this is what the box looks like for the travel size. I was very, very close to buying a full bottle of this. And I don't know, I was just budgeting and, just weighing out pros and cons as I was shopping. And I thought, let me just do a travel size of this. I like the fragrance. If I use this up and continue to like it, I definitely will get the full size. The full size, by the way, is 100 or more mils for like $80, which I mean is really good. So this is the travel size and it's very simple. I like the font that she used for the name on the bottle, Love Notes. I don't know if you can see that. And as you can see, I'm already quite a ways down, and I'll tell you why. When I started spraying this on myself just to see, what the lasting power is, just to sort of like bathe myself in it and see how long the projection lasted, it kind of faded away a little quicker than I expected. But again, this was the first time I did that. I still love the fragrance a lot. Mm. That Sweet Heaven is kind of growing on me a little bit. Just sidebar, side note. So let's get back to Love Notes. I'm gonna spray this on a cotton round as well. Ooh, mm. Oh my God, I love the opening of this fragrance. I love it. It's like this quick sort of like invigorating note of the bergamot and then the softness of the lotus. But this has got character. I mean, I would even say it has a little bit of spiciness in it, like, and this is very different to me again than fragrances that I've smelled from Ariana Grande previously. This is more than just a soft, light, dreamy, entrancing fragrance. This has got a little bit of punch to it. That vetiver, it just gives it this freshness. Um, and then the sugariness from the dry down, from the cotton candy, it's really nice. It's really, really nice. And I think this is a safe blind buy. It's more of a crowd pleaser, but I wouldn't necessarily say that. It's just sort of like simple or basic. So I'm gonna definitely put this on my fragrance tray for November. Probably it's a little late in the month, but I'm gonna see how this performs on me and decide whether or not I want to get a full bottle. I really love this. I think this is a wonderful scent profile and journey. I love the way these notes go one into the other and into the base. Very beautiful. This is a love. This Love Notes is a love. So, long story short, when I first ordered my collection of Navitus samples from ScentSlit, I had included Melon Kiss, but that was on back order, and that kept my whole order up for longer than I care to mention. But finally, they released, I think it was four of them. I did a video about my impressions of those. And then recently, they emailed me letting me know that Melon Kiss was finally available. So it's here, and I'm so excited to try it. So on Navitus perfumes, the top notes of Melon Kiss are bergamot and melon. The heart notes are honeydew melon and coconut milk. And the base notes are creamed honey and Madagascan vanilla. I'm so excited to smell this. I mean, those notes just sound so up my alley. So this is Melon Kiss. I got it in a 5 ml bottle. The smallest bottles that they offer are, I believe, 2 mls. Ooh. Oh my goodness. So the first thing that comes to my mind is sweet. That coconut milk comes through. It makes me think of Miami Nectar by Alice Brooklyn, but much, much more, much more going on here. I love this. Everything is blended in really beautifully. And the honeydew is there, the coconut milk is there, the bergamot is there at the top. Everything is just blended together really lovely for this creamy, sweet, summery loveliness. Oh, I knew I was going to love this. But this is definitely a summer fragrance for sure. I will say that this is one of Navitus's relatively more affordable niche fragrances. A full bottle of this is $170, I believe. So I might just get a full bottle of this along with Lost in a Dream. Let me spray this on the back of my hand and just see what it smells like on my skin. Hmm. I'm picking up something different on my skin. I think it's more of the melon, something just slightly green, but I love green notes. Ooh, it's just a little bit like a little bit powderier on my skin. Yeah, it's definitely giving more complexity, I would say, than Miami Nectar by Ellis Brooklyn. Now, I don't know what the longevity on this is. Yeah, it's a little bit deeper on my skin than it is just on the cotton round. The cotton round, I think, gives more sweetness, more coconut milk, just more sort of like fruity playfulness. But on my skin, it becomes a little bit more complex. Yeah, I'm gonna have to sit with this for a while and just see how it develops. But I would say my first impression of it is I really like it. And like I said, if you like St. Bart's, if you like Miami Nectar by Alice Brooklyn, definitely give this a try. Try a sample. You probably will love it. So the next fragrance I'm going to do a first impression of is another Middle Eastern fragrance. Yes, I'm taking a chance. So this is called Ophidian Sweet Surrender. This is 100 mil. It retails for about $45 and I picked it up on Aroma Concepts. So the notes for Ophidian, which by the way is snake-like. The word Ophidian means of referring to a snake or snake like. And when I show you the bottle, you'll know more about what I mean. But the notes for Ophidian are top sugar, red berries, mandarin orange. The middle notes are vanilla, cacao, spicy notes, and rose. And the base is tonka bean, amber, musk, and woody notes. I am not usually a lover of super ornate, over the top, gaudy looking packaging. We talked about this when I did my review of the Billie Eilish fragrance. But let me just show you this bottle. Let me show you the box that it comes in. So this is the box. And I don't know if you can see kind of like the design on it because it might be kind of washed out. Box is nothing to write home about. It's fine. This This is the bottle, and I'm gonna take it out just so you can see it better. But I mean, I think the presentation of this is so gorgeous. If you're not a snake lover, obviously you you can pass on this. I don't have a problem with snakes. I actually kind of like snake iconography and symbolism. I don't really think of it in like an evil or dark negative way. So this is what the bottle looks like outside of the box. I just think this is such a freaking lovely bottle. And also, since I only like bottles that are clear, that are glass, it's just so surprising to me how much I love this bottle. This is maybe the first fragrance bottle design that I've ever loved where I cannot see the juice inside. And I don't know if you can see the design of the snake too around the top, but it just has this very delicate mesh sort of look to it, but it is not delicate. It is super strong and sturdy. Like you can press on this, it's not going anywhere, it's not going to bend. Okay, so I'm going to spray this on the cotton round. Let me just twist around the atomizer here. Pretty powerful spray. You know what? When I first read the notes of this, very similar to Billie Eilish's first fragrance, and that's what I'm getting right away. Oh, this is much more powerful. It's much more like earthy, a little bit more resinous. Girl, Did I say that this is Ophidian Sweet Surrender? That's the whole name. I'm sorry. So this is Ophidian Sweet Surrender. I was all focused on the Ophidian part. Forgot to tell you that it's called Sweet Surrender. So oh, wow. It does have some opening characteristics that are similar to the Billie Eilish EDP number one, but then it goes into something that is just a little deeper, slightly herbaceous, not in a bad way. But this is less, I don't know, it's not super sweet. It's more myrrh-like, but in a better way than Sweet Heaven. I don't Oh, it is nice. I think this might be my scent of the day today. I think I might have to like spray myself down with this. I love this. Okay, I guess the best way that I can describe this fragrance is that it has similar notes to Billie Eilish, but it's deeper, woodier, earthier, but not heavy. Just really beautiful. The sweetness and the earthiness complement each other in a very unique way. I am going to spray this all over me right now. I really like this. I love this for this time of year. This is definitely going on my November fragrance tray as well. Like I said, it's giving Billie Eilish, the first one, which I love, but if you watch my review of that, it just dies down too quickly. It's such a warm and thick scent right from the atomizer, but on my skin, and I have sprayed down Billie Eilish, it just don't last. It doesn't last 10 minutes. And this is giving that, but with just something just a bit more unique that I really, really like. And for what is this? For 100 mils of fragrance for $45 versus I think it's like 60 something for Billie Eilish EDP, which I didn't even get the full size. This one I would absolutely recommend to you if you enjoyed Billie Eilish's fragrance. This is giving something just a little bit deeper, just a little bit more unique, but just as warm and cozy and elegant and unisex. I'm really happy with everything that I have picked up. Please let me know in the comment section down below if you have heard about Sweet Heaven by Gulf Orchid. That one was one that I just randomly picked up. I just was, shopping around. Nobody recommended it to me. I like the bottle, like I said, and I like the notes, and I don't regret purchasing this small bottle. What are you enjoying in Middle Eastern fragrances these days that you think that I should try based on what you've seen me enjoy of Middle Eastern fragrance? And so far, that has been, just so you know, Latafa Angam. This fragrance has gotten so much love from me. The first Middle Eastern fragrance I have ever tried and absolutely love down. And this one from Paris Corner, Ophidian. Love these two. So let me know what else you would recommend for me to try in Middle Eastern fragrances. Let me know what you've been trying out lately, what you've added to your fragrance collection lately. Love to hear from you. And I hope to see you in my next video soon. Bye.